Hey guys, welcome to Intuition Loading. Happy 2025. Um, I'm happy. I'm pleased. I'm gonna post. It's my birthday card. I'm gonna post on my community board. Men like to shower because it's quick. Women like to bath because you can't drink wine. In the shower, let's bring this new year in with a little bit of Stella Rose. Nothing too fancy, accessible. That's the trick. I got my little meow meow cup. I'm happy, okay? Mm-mm. Y'all turn up for me. In the meantime, remember, energy can be on people, places, situations, and circumstances. Let's just focus on the advice, okay? I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what you should, could do per the divine, okay? It's going to be time stamped, but let's get straight to it with Aries at what, 54 seconds? Okay, let's see what you got. Father of Wands, Ace of Wands, and healing here. Your number one focus should be on you and what you need to be doing for yourself here. I got a new deck today. It's an Egyptian deck. That's why I got my book. That's probably the only reason I'm doing this right now. Okay, so there's some Scorpio references in here. She invites you to recognize and accept your dual nature. Learn to control your poison inside, giving space to the part of you that has the capacity to heal. She represents the poison and the antidote at the same time. And I like that. I don't care what I look like, 'cause I feel good. Tell the whole world that I'm the poison and the antidote. Take a different kind of girl to keep the whole world afloat. 'Cause I'm sexy and I'm crazy and I'm cool. Little rough around the edges, but I keep it smooth. So it says that all the action you should be taking right now is on actually finding your inner inspiration, your inner guide, lighting your own fire. A lot of sacral and lower chakras that are activated. I see the root chakras out here as well. Specifically, I heard sacral and root. I'm seeing the womb is out here for sure. Womb work. A lot of y'all advice is to get into your genealogy, your ancestry here. Father of Wands is out here, so y'all might want to look on your father's side. With the healing out here and it talking about the duality here, I feel like y'all need to learn how to use your light and your dark, your shadow and your light side. A lot of people want to say they're light workers. There are shadow workers, you know? And a lot of times you need to have your dark side to be able to protect yourself, to be able to help you enforce those boundaries that you're putting up. So your advice coming up for 2025 is legit. Get into your genealogy, get into you here. I feel like that's all you should be working on here. Your womb, your genetics, your family, fourth house energy is out here. Let's look at your opposite, Libra. At 317. Libra, let's see what your advice is. Got the Nine of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Alchemical Force. This Alchemical Force card, the number 29, is a lot like the Magician here. So you got some Mercury energy out here. It is self-starting energy here. Now you just had Aries, your opposite reference, Scorpionic energy, being duality as well, temperance. But now you got Scorpio out here with death in reverse. I feel like you're going through a change here. You can be whoever you want. Your advice is you can be whoever you want, Libra. You can reinvent yourself. You can relocate. You can change your name. Your advice is that it's whatever you say it is. It's up with you. It's your advice. You can be whatever you want. Use your creativity out here. Transform yourself, okay? Taurus, what's your advice for 2025? The Hierophant out here with the Six of Cups in reverse and meditation. Now, first of all, you came out here. So I know I'm in the right energy, but also with the Six of Cups being in reverse, let the past go. Let the past be the past. Let it be the woulda, coulda, shouldas. Let it be the regrets. You can have your moment, but don't get stuck in that. With the meditation, it says that obstacles, losses, or painful events may arise unexpectedly and irreversibly. Learn that through reflection, everything can be fully transformed and developed. Your ability to continue to rise up depends only on your own conscious. Watch that last reading I did with the white tarot deck on the thumbnail where I said you better not wait. I talked about that. Like, it's all in your power here. So it says that you need to let the past be the past. Deal with your regrets head on. With the Hierophant out here. Address systems is definitely here. Rules of engagement, the laws of the universe here, the principles, the ebb and flow here. It did also reference Scorpionic energy here, so more that Pluto energy. So I'm definitely seeing that you may need to transform how you're looking at your past here and look at things from a more positive light, you know, like at least I learned something. Well, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have got this. It may not be perfect, but again, you didn't leave with nothing. May have not left with what you wanted. It may not have been the opportunity to reward that you wanted, but you got something out of it. There's always either up or a way around, out. There's always a choice. And if you hit rock bottom, then there's nothing left to do but go up. So, Taurus, that is your advice here. Let it go. And get to focusing on how everything can be a plus to you, even your toxicities. Scorpio, your opposites. You got the Tower, the Ten of Cups, and you got order and peace out here. When it comes to Scorpio, your advice out here is there may be a breakdown around family, the family unit, what you call family. Y'all intuitively may be led to come to the realization that family and kinship, family and kin, family and relatives are not the same thing. Try to avoid uncontrolled impulses or desires and passions. The time has come to lighten and rebalance your life. Respect rules with greater responsibility. This is a symbol of lightness and purity, the air meaning breath of life and cooling breeze. It advises you to adopt a more disciplined form of behavior. Some of y'all out here with the Tower, the Ten of Cups, and the order and peace, y'all are causing your family some type of shame, embarrassment, some type of mishap. This could be because of some type of infidelity. This could just simply be because, you know, you're not, I talked about that, living the way in the Leo reading, living the way that you were raised, carrying on your family values and principles in a way that is complementary. There's definitely a breakdown in the family dynamic around here, but it looks like it's because of you. And again, when you look over at your opposite out here, Taurus says, hey, y'all gonna have to learn from your past and learn your vices is something that's out here. Your advice is that, you know, don't forget, you know, that there's a lot of responsibility and power that comes with you, and that you're not just representing yourself, you're representing a lineage, a family, you're representing a family name, a coat of armor here. It's not all about you. Your actions can affect the greater good. And it looks like when I look over here at Taurus, it looks like you need to learn what your vices are and learn how to be able to pivot and temper back and forth from the good and the bad, and when to, you know, discipline yourself, and when you can use the good and when you can use the bad. That's what it looks like your advice is. Check out the Taurus part. I don't need no timestamps. This ain't gonna be all day. This is Gemini. I ain't gonna be able to finish. My cousin like, cheers. I'm like, I will pass out. Happy New Year's. Like, yo. I love you. Gemini, judgment here with the Ace of Cups and darkness out here. Lay yourself, girl, and nobody will. You're a woman, I don't know how you deal. Feminine energy out here with the darkness. For those of you who didn't know, this is a new deck. Dark enemy of the sun god Ra. It's like moon energy. Bearer of light. He comes into action in all of the stages in order to obstruct him from dawn to dusk. It's like you're gonna always have haters. You're gonna always have somebody that got something to say, or there's somebody that got an alternative. That ain't what I'm trying to say, y'all. I'm getting slurred with my drinking. An ulterior motive. So you might as well get over it. Love yourself for who you are. You know, you are what you know. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and things are what you make of them. This card threatens your balance. If you live in blindness, the path you take is opposite to that which is right. Immediately reverse your course and empty yourself so as to become a recipient of forces before reaching the point of no return. If you keep trying to people please and chase and be that of which everyone else wants instead of focusing on who you are and what you want, afraid of being judged, worried about what people are going to think about you, people putting their opinion on you, fitting in, this is going to be your demise here. It says that at this point you need to stop. 2025, your advice is to Think about who you are and what you have going on for yourself. We ain't worried about everybody else. If you keep on doing that, you're going to end up being a whole total different person. You're a puppet. Your advice is focus on who you are and what you want, because at this rate, at the rate of your mindset, when it comes around your identity headed into 2025, you're going to be somebody's itch, if you know what I mean. So the advice is get to know yourself a little bit better and love that self. What God gave you, bare minimum. You know what I mean? Intuitively, if you don't do this, you can find yourself in surgeries that go bad, on drugs, in groups and crowds that don't love you. Focus on you, be yourself, okay? Now, your opposite Sagittarius here is the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and hope. Sagittarius, your advice is to slow down. You're going to get where you're going. You're going to have all that success, that joy and abundance, but it does not come from overnight. You have to put one foot in front of the other and stay positive and knowing that you're working in the right direction. It's not about a win or lose. It's about the process, right? Trust in the protection and bolster your courage. Find your intensity and your hope even when renunciations and sacrifices arise. Remember that hope is in the heart of the optimist. Some of y'all feel like if you don't get certain kind of validation, that is nothing is touching that. If it's not from that person, that place, that thing, that situation, then it's not good enough. Some of y'all are still competing with your parents, trying to level up to their standard and be who they want you to be instead of being yourself, just like Gemini, your opposite. Your advice in 2025 is to slow down and just be aware that you are good enough, you are worthy, and you're going to get where you're going. But you got to have a clear path. Earl Nightingale, every ship has a port that is sailing towards, and it can only go to one place at a time. Do you know that? And decide what you want so you can move towards it here and stay positive and have hope that you can have this joy, this everlasting joy, content. I won't say contempt, but content. And again, if you look at your opposite Gemini here, this has a lot to do with how you view yourself. You're not worried about how you view yourself. You're like, well, forget what I think. I know that. They don't know that. One foot at a time. You don't want to rush it and get something that wasn't earned. Ill-gotten gains. We don't got time for that, okay? Cancer. Your advice for 2025. Same as Aries over here, which is very interesting because Aries is using the Emperor. I got the Empress out here with the star and exploration here. And then it's interesting because it has exploration. Then you have this pregnant woman with the world on it here, literally. Making this connection to the moon. Intuitively, the same thing. I feel like your advice is very similar to Aries. Cancer energies, y'all need to get more in touch with some of y'all got mommy issues, or you have a nurturing that's lacking. You need healing around your feminine energy. That's quite scary because the moon is supposed to be feminine energy. But I feel like some of you all feel like you have to be tough or that you can't be yourself and you have to, to put on a front for the public. It's saying that you need to tap into your vulnerability, tap into your, ancestry here on your mother's side. Now, Aries was looking at the father's side, but this looks like the mother's side, the womb here. Y'all also could actually be physically looking at pictures here. It's saying that you may actually want to go and explore your history, past, I was raised like this is what I'm hearing here. You got exploration. He symbolizes individuality and the desire for inner searching. I called it. If you're going through a moment of profound crisis, have faith, take things as they are and take your time. You're destined to evolve, which means it's going to be raggedy. You're going to be changing. Pregnancy ain't no joke. You see the Empresses out here. Body goes through all sorts of changes. If you're a man, I know you can only imagine, but I'm telling you, you go through all sorts of things. You get big, you get little. It will be a slow, profound movement, which needs time for you and the circumstances to reach maturity. Slowness advises you to be prudent, reserved, discreet, and patient, and have a sense of duty. So I feel like, you can't rush your healing. I feel like y'all are saying, why? And just trying to rush into the answer here, saying that you need to really tap into, learning more about not only just your ancestry and, your karma, your generational curses, but also religions and God in general. There's no one answer. There's no quick answer. So you need to explore how you are and why you are. And I even see y'all even questioning society here. A lot of you are looking into psychology, nurture over nature. That's your advice. Go look into that. Nurture over nature, how different parts of the world, how mothers or cultures in different parts of the world nurture their children, train their children up. Capricorn, your advice. Got the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, and you got Passion, number 16. More of that exploration energy out here with the Fool card here. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this tells me that y'all may be taking trips for sure. Or you may need to look into up to 7 different religions. Go to up to 7 different places here. You may need to go back up to 7 generations or something else I'm seeing here. And then you got Passion, number 16. I'm also picking up here that y'all been sitting still for too long. It's time for y'all to go ahead and break free. Y'all could have been working on something for up to 7 years. 2017 is also a year I just heard. Your advice is to just relax, let it go, you know, be done with that. Wherever you are with this situation, person, place that pops into your mind when I'm telling you this advice, like, it is what it is. This is the goddess of prosperity and wealth. She represents sensuality and tenderness, charm and generosity. Live your life with more fullness and passion. It lies within your ability to develop seduction. You could get great satisfaction in any area of your life and experience moments full of joy. You might want to keep up with your appearance a little bit more. You know, you could have been working, keeping your head down for quite some time and saying that it's time for you to go ahead and pop out, step out. Check out the series with the white tarot cards. It was called No Fear, We're Ready. It talked about you getting more visible. But again, you have to own this energy. And I feel like once you start doing, you know, tapping into who you are and your purpose and why you came here and, you know, developing your signature energy, your signature conversation palette, your signature look, it'll be ready for you. So your advice is for you to finally step out, be different, be bold, be visible. And if you look over at Cancer, your opposite, you saw that if you start looking into your ancestry, your history here, start exploring more around, you know, culture and identity, you'll see that you're pretty solid. You just have to believe it. You're going to find that you know more than you thought you did. After Cancer, who am I missing? Leo. I ain't even messed up. That's funny. Leo. Father of Cups, 3 of Wands, and resentment. This is daddy issues right here. Whereas Cancer more so has an issue of just feeling like they never fit in or they never belonged, like they don't have any like identity, and feeling like with their opposite of Capricorn that they need to step out and like create their own role and that they're endowed to do that. Leo energy over here, it feels like you're not happy to have to work for anything. You want things to just come to you. This is definitely giving daddy issues out here with the Father of Cups, the 3 of Wands, and resentment. Very bitter energy is something else I'm seeing out here. Your advice is to realize that you look bitter. So whatever this is that you're, you know, whatever way you're presenting yourself here, I see that you could be quite demanding, cold, and reserved here. It comes off as resentful. He puts you on your guard. You may experience unexpected accidents, moments of restlessness or resent, conflicts or instability in emotional or commercial relationships. Moderate any attacks of uncontrolled anger. Remember, never resort to revenge in your life. That's your advice here. Just because something isn't coming to you as fast as you want, people aren't necessarily following you around. You may feel like people abandon you or ostracize you here, saying you need to get control of your emotions. But that's one thing about the Father of Cups. That's the King of Cups. He is a cool dude. He is composed. He chill. He understands the ebb and flow of the emotions here. With resentment, it's saying your advice is to not allow yourself to jump into like sociopath, egotistical mode. Like, I know they did, and they're gonna all pay for this. It's okay. What God has for you is what I'm picking up with the 3 of Wands. What's supposed to come in for you will come in for you. Don't worry about it. If they leave, let them go. Let them walk. Who's to say they wasn't a misfit and you wasn't a misfit? Who's to say you wasn't a problem the whole time? Don't resort to revenge, violence, anger because people aren't doing what you want or things aren't working out the way that you want. Don't turn into this, it's not fair. I definitely see this as from some type of absence of a father or father issues that needs to be addressed here. And Aquarius, what's your advice? Justice with justice and fruitfulness. Too blessed to be stressed. And that makes sense up here with your opposite being Leo. Don't block your blessings throwing temper tantrums and being, too much on diva mode, male or female here. You got to double up on justice. So your advice is to know that what goes up comes down. What goes out comes back in. Your advice is to remember that your karma is going to probably come extremely fast this year. So be mindful of what you put out. That's probably why with your opposite over there with Leo, you were told to be mindful of your temper. Be mindful of your intentions and your intent towards people. Keep your emotions together because you are blessed. But whatever you put out is bouncing back in. Probably because Pluto, which is power and authority, a lot of karmic tests come with Pluto as well. It's sitting in Aquarius. So just be mindful with fruitfulness out here. There is definitely a level of abundance out here, but don't mess it up for yourself. It's an abundance of whatever you put out. You put out an abundance of resentment and revenge and grudge holding. That's what you'll get back. If you are in search of love, she'll help you answer. If you're already in a relationship, she can bring you stability or even marriage because she protects new projects. You are what you attract, you attract what you are. It means she who pours. Ain't that so fitting with Aquarius, the water bearer? She who runs like an arrow. Y'all might want to check out Sagittarius' advice. This is the current of the flowing river. In fact, she represents natural forces and phenomenon, Uranus energy. She could signal to you the successful start of a new project or a new job. Love. But just remember, you are what you put out. So, if it ain't coming as fast or it's not who you thought it was or who you want to be mindful of who you hung up on, who you're chasing after. You could be definitely attracting the wrong thing, okay? You are what you put out. That's your advice. Now, Virgo, you got the 7 of Swords here with temperance and understanding. It's a time and a place for everything, Virgo. Your advice is not to tell everybody everything. Everybody don't need to know everything. Everybody don't need to be around you. You need to know how to strategize more. Be more reserved here with temperance out here. Wait until divine timing. It says her nakedness represents the purification of the soul. Well, how fitting. Virgo, the maiden. Your life is a mysterious journey. Hermit energy. Should be. It's about understanding your purpose and your destiny. Press on with confidence because now you, quote unquote, know that there will be favorable events on the horizon and you might achieve your desired objectives. Yeah, and then divine timing is out here, temperance, Sagittarius energy. You need to keep things to yourself. Don't tell everybody about where you going, what you doing, and how you being blessed. Archangel Michael out here. This is too divine. Your advice is that what God has for you has been for you, and what you're getting is too divine for you to be sharing with everybody. Protect it here, I love how she is coming over like a bridge, like an umbrella. You know what I mean? When it rains, it pours, and you're being sheltered right now. You're being shielded. Your advice is to keep things to yourself. Enjoy it for yourself. You don't need to go out seeking validation, telling everybody what's going on. Find yourself without something that was for you. Don't attract the heat. And lastly, Pisces. Advice, the Hermit, the world, and enlightening. The Hermit is Virgo, your opposite. With the world and Ra out here for the number 1 of enlightenment. There's nothing to fear under the influence of Ra. He helps you to heal wounds and restore lost harmony, but with action. Above all, he advises you to abandon the safety of the moon and to act boldly and in the full light of day. Yeah, you know what you know now, so you should be able to keep it real. It's that's the end of it. Your advice, Pisces energies. You can check Virgo, which is your opposite, but your advice, Pisces energies, is the same with the hermit out here in the world. You need to keep what you know to yourself. You don't need to tell everybody everything. They'll see it with the enlightening card out here. Everyone will know. It's quite all right. Welcome to 2025. Like I said, I had a little liquor. Happy birthday. I just had a birthday yesterday. So we are still very much in the turn up, you know. New year, new key, for real. I just turned 33. Double up on those threes. Equal 6 is harmony, balance. I'm happy, and I'm happy for everyone. I'm happy to be here. Happy 2025. I got a new deck out here. It's Egyptian gods. I might have did y'all reading just because I wanted to have them, but I'm going to put this right here, and tomorrow I will give y'all all the drafts from last year that just didn't make it, okay? It's y'all's though. No need for me to keep y'all content, okay? I love you. Links to personals are below, and you know that you can get in touch with me via email at start@anhonestvibe.com. And I was trying to go live, but it wouldn't fix my camera orientation, so I do feel like this is just something for y'all to check out as y'all sober up like me, okay? Happy 2025. I love you. Keep growing. Until we meet again, keep growing.